Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Scott, and today we're going to be reading a book called Curious George Builds an Igloo. Raise your hand if you know what an igloo is. Or you can shake your head no if you don't know what it is. Some of you know and some of you don't. That's all right. We're going to find out about it today. So Curious George, you might have read some of his books or watched him on TV, is a monkey, and he loves to play games and build things and go on adventures. So we're going to be working on some big sounds, some big sentences, and answering questions today. It was a beautiful winter morning, just like today, and George was up early. George is up early. What do you think he's going to do if we look at the picture? Look at how he's dressed. Do you think he's ready to eat some breakfast? No, I think he's going to go outside and play. Next door, his friend Bill was up too. Bill was building a house out of snow. Who was building a house out of snow? Remember, who is a person or a character? So if we look at the story, we can use the picture to help us. So George is helping, but his friend Bill. So Bill is building a house of snow. It's called an igloo, Bill said. I'm going to sleep in it tonight. Let's try the sounds in igloo. So we can break apart. This is has two big sounds in the word. If we go igloo, we can clap it out. Our tongue starts up I and goes back g, then comes up loo. Let's try it together. Igloo. Just like the word glue, like if you were to glue something on a paper, but we're adding the I in front of it. Let's try it again. Igloo. Now you try it by yourself. Nice job trying. So, does anyone remember what Bill is going to do in the igloo tonight? He's going to go sleep in tonight, a sleepover in the igloo. Ooh, I feel like it's going to be cold. Let's find out what happens. George wanted to help. He also wanted to sleep in the igloo. It would be a lot of fun. So what is George going to do? He's going to help build the igloo. All right, you can help. You can do the word help with your hands by putting your hands together and clapping and trying help. Or another way to say help with your hands is one hand out flat and we put our other hand in a ball on top and we bring it up, help. Can you try one of those? Help or help. George wants to help. I want to help. Can you try that sentence? You can use your words, your hands, or your talker. And don't forget your hot sound, help. Nice job with that sentence. George tried stacking some blocks of snow. It was not easy. They kept slipping and sliding. Uh-oh, what happened to the blocks of snow? Let's try those sounds. We're going to try slip first. We go slip. Don't forget your big snake sound, your tongue up, and pop your lips at the end. Ready? Let's try again. Slip. Good. And let's try slide. So our tongue goes up instead of popping at the end. Slide. Nice job with those sounds. All right. Can you pretend with me? Get your hands. Let's stack those blocks out. They're going to slip and slide. Oh, keep slipping and sliding and stop. That was kind of silly, wasn't it? All right, let's hope the igloo stops slipping and sliding. Let's listen and see what Bill has to say. First, you make a circle in the snow, said Bill. The snow blocks go around the circle. This makes a sturdy base so we can put more snow blocks on top. What shape are they going to put the blocks around it. Use the picture to help you if you need it. I'm going to look. Oh, I'm going to point to it too. Yeah, it's a circle. You can make a circle with your hands by having your hands out and bringing them in together like a circle, or you can draw a circle, kind of like your face, a circle. Bill showed George how to stack snow blocks on top of the base. Around and around they went until there was only a hole left on the top. The last piece is called a keystone, said Bill. It keeps all the other snow blocks in place. What is the last snow block called? Does anyone remember when they were listening? It's called a keystone. Let's try our back sound as we go. Keystone. Good. One more time. Keystone. Kind of like a key you would use to unlock a door or start a car. But it kind of looks like a weird shape. It's not a circle. It's not a square. It's got 5 points. You have to fill in all the cracks, Bill said. This keeps the igloo nice and warm inside. They get smoothed out. They smoothed out the snow blocks. Then Bill and George filled in all the spaces with snow. Can you see here in this circle picture on the bottom? Let's look. They're putting in snow to fill up the cracks. Do you remember why they're doing that? Is it so the igloo stays together or so that they stay warm? It's so that they stay warm. It's cold in the snow, but when you pack it all together, it'll stay warm and none of the cold air will get in. George was impressed, but Bill's igloo was a little small. Uh-oh, what's the problem? What's wrong with Bill's igloo? Yeah, it's too small. Any ideas what George is going to do about that? What do you think? Ooh, lots of ideas. Let's see what happens. George wanted to build his own igloo, a big igloo that could fit his bed, some friends, and maybe a party with music. Ooh, so how is George going to solve the problem? What is George going to do? Ooh, let's try a big sentence. He is going to build a big igloo. Those are some nice sounds. That's a tricky long sentence. George got to work. This time he made a bigger circle. Can you make a big circle? Oh, make it bigger. Whew. That's a big circle we made around our head. This time he stacked the snow blocks around and around, just like before, just as Bill had taught him. But this time it's bigger. George worked on his igloo until the sun went down. You can tell the sun to go down. It was a big igloo. It even had a window. So George's igloo was big, and what else was special about it? Use the picture in the circle to help. Look at the circle. Let's look. Yeah, it has a window. Can you try those sounds? Get those lips together. Window, and our tongue goes up. But George was a tired monkey. He did not have time to fill in all the cracks of snow. Uh-oh, I think that might cause trouble if he didn't fill in the cracks of snow. Let's see. The man with the yellow hat helped move George's warm bed into the igloo. George bundled up and went to sleep. So who helped George? Remember, it's a person. Use the picture to help us. The man with the yellow hat. Can you try those sounds? Yellow. I call it the smile sound because Teeth go cheese, but we say yellow and our tongue goes up. Can you try it one more time? Yeah, a yellow hat. And let's see. We can say our I want sentence. George needs help. We can say, I want help. Can you try it? You can use your words, your hands, your talker, or all of them. Nice job. Let's see what happens. Soon George woke up. It was very cold. The window was drafty and the cracks were letting in the air. Uh-oh. Can you pretend to be the air? Let's get our hands moving and be the wind. Whoosh. Can you try those sounds? Whoosh. George really wanted to spend the night in the igloo. What could he do? Then George had an idea. How is George going to solve the problem of being cold? What do you think? Oh, maybe. Let's read and find out. The man had told George to come inside if he got too cold. So George worked quickly and built a new igloo in his living room. It was nice and warm inside the house. So what did George do with the igloo? I know, that's crazy. He built it in the house. What do you think is going to happen to the igloo? Yeah, let's see. He crawled into his new igloo and went to sleep again. The living room was the perfect temperature for sleeping, but it was too warm for a house made of snow. George's indoor igloo began to melt. Uh-oh, what happened? Yeah, the igloo melted. Let's try those sounds. Let's try igloo melt. That has a lot of different sounds. Let's try again. Igloo melt. Go melt. Can you pretend to melt? Go down, 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 down. All right, stop melting. Let's see what George is going to do now. So many problems he's got to fix. Oops. Oh no, I made a definition. Let me go back. Uh-oh, back on the right page. Thank goodness. So let's see what's going to help with happen to this melting igloo. When George woke up the next morning, the igloo had melted just like we pretended to do. It had turned into a big puddle and a big mess to clean up. Uh-oh, what happened to the igloo? It turned into a, can you try those sounds? Puddle. Again, puddle. Nice job getting that tongue up and popping those lips. Lucky for George, his outdoor igloo was still standing. The big igloo was too cold for sleeping, but it was just right for a party. So what do you think George is going to do? You think so? Let's see. George and his friends spent the whole winter playing in his big igloo until it melted away in the spring. So what did George do with the big igloo outside? If we have more than one person, would I say he, she, or they? Yeah, they played in the igloo. It already happened. They played. Nice job practicing all those sounds, answering all those questions, and seeing what happened in our story. Don't forget to watch part 2 with Mrs. C. I think you're going to build something just like George did.